penis.
How dare you? You
Hmm?
ruined it. Now I have to restart it. I'm kidding.
Kay's just that overly salty today. He's like, you don't understand.
No, I'm not salty.
Very important to me.
But
Alright,
I did feel
so-
like I had a pretty rotten day today, just because it was really boring.
I'm sorry.
It's
Oh.
okay.
Boring
Did
days are
not-
okay.
Yeah, no, not for me. When I have boring
Like-
days, I get super angry for no reason.
Oh. Okay.
This sounds like a like a real anger management problem, to be honest.
Yeah.
So that's what Canadians get upset about.
Being
Boredom.
bored.
I just really hate being bored. That's like the worst thing.
Anyways.
Anywho.
Yeah.
But yes, so you guys continue traveling onward until you reach this place on the map, Fala de Trima. And as you get there, there's this sort of a cliff face that you guys come to. You're at the bottom of it. And you can see that there are sort of these caves that are dug out of the wall. Like a few
Sorry about that.
a few different entrances.
Where are we?
Just give me a sec.
Oh, okay. I was just like, is it my side again? I'm like,
Yeah, I
oh,
was
there
like,
we are.
Yeah,
Like,
I
are
was
we
waiting
just,
too,
like-
and it's just like, oh, it's super Blark.
that is
I meant to
Paul
say
Blart.
black.
Oh, God.
big.
Funny enough, at the pawn
Black-
shop, they
black
talk about
but
Paul
dark.
Blart.
Block.
I want to say black and dark at the same time. It came out Blark.
Blark.
Funny
Blark.
enough,
English.exe has crashed.
Funny
You know,
enough, at the pawn shop, the guys were talking, and they have a friend that they nicknamed Paul Blart.
Paul Blart. Paul
Rip
Blart
that guy.
Rock Up.
You know, this gives me a great idea for an overweight paladin named Paul Blart.
Oh, good. He's the town plaza's.
Amazing.
He's the guard of the town plaza.
Oh my god. You can ride a
Beautiful.
horse named Segway.
Perfect.
So, what would you guys like to do?
So,
Oh, so we really did just power through that.
Yeah, we have 3 holes to check.
Oh my god.
I meant 3 pass. Okay.
No, we're gonna keep holes.
You know,
It's like the crack all over again.
Can we
Before we-
expect those holes?
before we go in there,
So
Go ahead, Chris.
I was thinking, should we do anything to try and contact like people about what happened? I'm pretty sure. I don't think Diana knows this, but like out of character, I'm pretty sure Lysaria has like a sending stone that would let her talk to one dude from the SSO.
yeah, that's true.
It feels like shit is going on, and it'd probably be good if the dwarves could be you know, told that this is going on and that they should be careful. Just saying, I don't know.
That sounds like a pretty reasonable idea.
Because, like, as far as the dwarves know, we just disappeared and we left a bunch of dead dwarves in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
Um,
true.
Well, I mean, I could try it.
I'm pretty sure this guy can relay a message.
Okay, so yeah, I'll give that a try.
All right. So you use your sending stone to contact the Star Shadow Order.
Yes.
And your contact that gave you the quest initially answers and says, so how are things going? Just about finished with that job with the dwarves?
Funny story about that. We while we were exploring that cave, we kind of got kidnapped by Drow, and we're currently trapped in the Underdark now.
And like you're fired.
Oh. You just like there's just this hesitant silence for a bit while they sort of process. And they're like, so are you still captured by the Drow?
We're currently we're not currently captured by them. We're working on a plan to get back to the surface. But you should probably know the Drow are making plans to march on the surface.
Splendid. We will send some people over to make sure that nothing too extreme happens.
Okay, is there anything else I should say?
It's up to you.
I'd probably just say that we're trying to like still, deal with this situation like from the root of all the problem. Like, we're still kind of, this is like an extension of that job. Really.
Right.
But
okay.
yeah.
We're working with someone down here who wants to overthrow the Drow leaders that are trying to make an attack on the surface. Hopefully one that'll be more peaceful than the ones that are currently there now. Hopefully within time we'll have all of that taken care of.
All right. Well, I am inclined to remind you that you can only collect compensation and reward for the job if you are alive. Very, very important stipulation in the contract.
That's fair. We'll do our best.
Okay.
And she says, I'll contact you again once at some point to let you know how things are going down here.
That sounds like a good idea.
And then she's just like, all right, peace. And then she hangs up.
Bye.
Later, losers.
They're gonna have to pay us so much more for this bullshit.
Okay, so since we're here with these three paths, I was asking if
Timbertail?
Timbertail's bones would help us here.
Yeah, find the safest
Oh yeah.
path.
Okay. So what do you ask him to drop his little bones?
Yeah.
All right. Timbertail walks over in front of this one, and he sort of takes out his little bag and empties it. And what you guys like, you see him just sort of. Are you letting him go over there alone, or are you going with him?
I'll go with him.
Alrighty.
Yeah, no, following him.
So you guys see him sort of drop this bag of bones onto the ground, and they scatter, and they almost supernaturally they scatter to be like in an exact semicircle, like a perfect semicircle, like with no discernible amount more in any one place. And he just slowly looks up at you guys and he goes, he does not go like that, but he goes, Timbertail does not like this place.
Oh.
Okay, so the bones don't work down here.
This
No,
is-
I think it's more about like everything's fucking dangerous. That's
Okay, from here, can we see further down that path?
Yeah. I was
That
gonna
central
say.
one?
Yeah, the second one we're standing in front of.
Alrighty. So just a second. So looking down this pathway, bright, brilliant colors are seen everywhere. The stones and pigments are undimmed by the passage of decades. The floor of the corridor is like a colorful mosaic of stone. There's a distinct winding path of red tiles, about 2 feet wide, snaking its way down the corridor. No stonework can be seen on the walls or the ceiling, which is about 20 feet high. There's some sort of cement or plaster that's been smoothed over all the surfaces and then illustrated over. In fact, boom, I have a picture.
This
Oh,
sounds like a
wonderful.
curse.
These the scenes on the walls show fields with kine grazing, a corpse with several wolves in the background. Sorry, a copse, not a corpse, I should say. Workers of various races and strange human animal mixtures, like pig human, ape human, dog human, going about
as they say.
various
the furries
yeah,
have been here.
going about various tasks. Some certain parts show rooms of some building, a library filled with many books and scrolls, a door of a torture chamber, a wizard's workroom. There are chairs, windows, boxes, bales, doors, chests, birds, bats, spiders, and all manner of things shown on the walls.
So,
Timbertail scoops up his bones into his bag and puts them back on his belt.
Should we maybe inspect the other 3 holes first before?
Making a decision,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say, so the lich is supposed to have been dead for hundreds, maybe thousands of years now. But it's still supposed to be a really dangerous place. What does that mean? Do we get the feel that might be because there's a lot of traps?
That could very well be the case.
I discussed this with the party.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Go ahead.
No, that's fine.
Considering the half animal, half human hybrids we saw on the walls, maybe there are like some of those crawling around in here.
I mean, yeah, I guess kind of
We-
creepy crawlies and monsters might be part of the traps.
Yeah, that's fair.
Timbertail
Can we
Timbertail
use
looks at you
ammo
and he
now?
says,
Do we want 'em?
Timbertail looks at you and says, "Would this be a problem?"
Hmm?
The animal people, would this be a problem?
No.
He's like, oh, what are you saying? Are you racist?
Yeah, like what are you trying to say?
Only-
More than
only if
More
they're
than-
bad, Timbertail. Only if they're bad.
It's more that these are probably employment under the Lich, so they'd probably, try to kill us on sight.
Mm.
Timbertail will remember this.
Should we check the other paths? Just to see, like, what they look like?
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be worth a shot.
All right.
Left
Which one
or
do you go?
Okay.
All right. Well,
The one on the right
Um,
is closer.
Yeah.
Oh, where's
so
the side?
you to the
This
one
is
on the
really
left.
complicated. This is really big, really complicated. Can we just say we go and look?
Sure. So you, the Zyra, the corridor before you is made of plain stone, roughly worked, and it's dark and full of cobwebs. The ceiling overhead is obscured by hanging strands of webbing. At the other end of this little hall, there is a large set of stone doors.
Is there anything special looking about those doors?
Just look like big, heavy stone doors.
Okay, so no like markings or cover or anything like that on it.
Not particularly, no.
Okay.
Pretty plain stone doors.
Piano? Hold on. One second,
It
guys.
seems like there's big iron ring pulls on the doors, like you have to open them outward toward you.
Okay, I'm just gonna walk back to everybody else and tell them that.
Alrighty. There be some big old doors.
Okay, I'm sorry, but my mom just came in. She was like, "What to keep?" I.
Mum things.
Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
That's
All right, so the other corridor before you, Faye, is made of plain stone, roughly worked and mortared, with about a 10-foot high ceiling. And at the end of it, there are two large stone doors.
So it's basically the same as the one on the other side, but just a little bit longer. What?
Yeah.
Am I able to see what's going on here though?
It seems to be a portion of the wall that runs from floor to ceiling. That's kind of like a. It seems to be like mortared in the same way as the rest of the walls.
The sweatshirt. Yeah, give me one second.
But yeah, it's sort of slightly separated by there's a slight gap at the edges of it.
Mm-hmm. 1 sec. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's all good.
I'll be right back.
Well, while we're waiting for Lacey, I looked at Timbertail. Oh, Timbertail, have you met a lot of people like you? They're animal people.
Timbertail thinks for a bit, and then he says, "Where Timbertail is from, there are many like Timbertail."
So sorry, I'm back.
That's
all right.
okay.
It's just
Do they also
everyone's
speak like Timbertail?
What? No, I was just whispering.
No, I was.
No, I was just.
They were talking to.
Oh, I thought he was talking about me. What?
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, Timbertail. He says, "Well, not all of them, but many Tabaxi talk like Timbertail."
It's
Okay.
nice. It's got personality.
He smiles.
Whoa, Gunther, where'd you go?
Yum.
I was like next to you over there.
No, I mean I
Because
saw
they're just
you
like, I
zoom
am a
and then
race
you
car.
disappear.
You want to see me run to Timbertail and back? Want to see me
Speed
do it again?
Racer.
Well, it looks like no matter what side we pick, it's all going to be pretty fucked up. So
Yeah.
we can try and just be really careful and try to investigate and look for traps. Yeah.
And if you don't mind, I would like to actually investigate this corridor.
I have an idea, actually.
Oh.
Lysira's bag of what is it again? The one with the animals.
The fluffy bunny bag.
The bag of tricks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you summon an animal and just send it down the
Yeah, I could do that.
see if it triggers anything.
That was 1d8, right?
Yes. Let me find exactly the list here for you.
I mean,
Okay, yeah.
can look for trap. Okay.
I mean, yeah, that works, I'm sure, but like, I kind of don't want to risk that on like a possibly bad roll, looking at the way we've been rolling today.
Okay.
Diana demands a sacrifice.
Send the goat.
Alright, let's see. Oh, seriously?
Wondrous.
What did we get?
I think that was the bear.
Yep.
Is it?
Yep, that was the bear.
All right.
I mean,
sure is.
it might be useful.
I'm just I know. I know.
Just joking with you, Joe.
I know.
Roll 20 has stopped responding.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Let me refresh real quick.
Is it because
I
of the
think it just-
huge ass map?
I don't know. It might be because like I had like a little sub window open while I was trying to do stuff with like minis and whatnot, and it just kind of shit its pants and cried.
Oh my god. Everyone keeps coming in here drunk. I'm like, please stop.
Oh no!
Please.
Lock the door, barricade yourself.
I'm in my dad's office because this is where the laptop is. Because if I move his laptop, he will not be pleased.
Yeah.
Lock the door,
All
put a
right.
chair in front of it.
Just wedge it. It's like, yeah. All right, so
I'm so sorry though. Like,
It's
it's
okay.
all right. You summon a big old brown bear.
So I'm gonna tell the bear to just run down the corridor and see what happens.
no.
I actually hope that like the poor bear is fine in the end, but like, you know.
All right. So you send the bear running down the corridor, and it gets to here, and then there's just sort of this where it like moves slightly, like downwards, and then it's gone.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Can we roll like Arcana on that? That looks like magic.
Sure.
All of us, or
Whoever's interested.
god damn. Well, it's okay. I only.
Well, there you go.
Okay.
Jesus
fucking
motherfucking Christ.
The local magic enthusiast has no idea.
Local magic enthusiast. Oh man.
I do get advantage on that on top of this, don't I? I should.
What was that for?
Hmm?
Advantage on Arcana for what?
Arcana checks.
Oh. Was it for anything in particular? I feel like we've had this conversation already.
I don't know. This is the first time I actually.
Damn it. Alright, let's check your Demon Hunter thing. Does it say on there?
It's supposed to be part of like the Ice of Winter thing.
Yeah. Also have advantage on Arcana checks. Yep. Alright, just in general, I guess. You know that it's not magic, but you get the idea instead that it's like a trapdoor.
Can you call for the bear and see if it responds to you? Like, if it... I say to Lysira.
Okay, I'll call out to the bear to just roar if it can hear me.
Okay. Roll a perception check. As you all stay quiet and listen out for this bear.
Oh, y'all rolling perception?
Yeah.
I
if you
don't
want
think
to.
we'll. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
pretty
you
sure
don't
I'm
really
just
need
gonna
to,
roll
but
pretty
you
crummy.
Yeah.
We already know I'm gonna be rolling like a 5.
Oh my gosh.
you listen out for this the reply, as it were, from this bear, and you hear like a really muffled, distant sort of like.
Well, it's still there.
It's alive.
And it's close enough that they can hear us.
Yeah. But yeah, I say to them that it might be like some sort of door, trap door, whatever thing. Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
Did
we
the
now
bear
we
follow
now
the-
know. Oh, go on.
I was just gonna say, did the bear follow the red line, or did it just walk in the middle?
It just
About-
straight up ran down the corridor. That was its instruction.
But I guess now that we know that we can actually walk in there, now Gunther can like look around. He's got the. Well, he's a rogue.
Yeah.
Shit.
Okay. So, what's the plan?
Well, we can try to approach and investigate.
Okay. Timbertail kind of steps aside and he says, "After you."
Oh god.
I do not blame him. Well, Gunther was really eager to like go looking for hidden things and traps, so you can go ahead.
I don't feel like it anymore.
The day where the party decides to throw
you-
each other under the bus to avoid moving forward.
Well, I guess I'll investigate.
All right. Get a little bit of percepciones.
It's not in. It's not an
Or,
investigation.
or investigation. Yeah, whichever one you. If you're specifically looking for traps, an investigation.
Yeah, I'm specifically looking for traps.
Okay. Okay.
Finally,
You see,
a decent fucking roll. That fucking Gordon Ramsay meme.
There you
you
go.
see over here. There's a trap that seems to be like a trap door that drops down, and there's another one over here. That's the best you can see from like that distance.
Okay, so you said one over here and one over here.
I'll just
Mark them on the map.
I will, yeah. There you go.
So the line has a fucking nothing to do with all this.
Damn.
It's misleading.
I kind of
That's
figured. It could
Maybe
have
that's
been
the
that.
point of it, yeah.
On the bright side, I can walk on walls.
That is
Yeah.
true. You can do that.
Is there anything suspicious about like
About what? Sorry.
the ceiling or like the walls?
Well, there's no like stonework. They've all been plastered over and smoothed so that they're all illustrated upon, like you can see in the image that I sent.
Yeah.
Should be in your thread.
No, I saw. I was just wondering. It seemed like anything was like off.
There is a let's see. So the most sort of outstanding feature is actually outstanding from the wall. The two jackal-headed human figures are painted so as to appear to be holding a real bronze chest that protrudes from the wall.
Mm.
That sounds concerning. I don't know.
What if I'm looking at this red line? What if it's, instead of being for this room specifically, it's actually supposed to be like all three of the pathways? So like to start, you would go down the right pathway, and at some point you turn to the leftmost pathway.
Can we roll insight on that?
Sure, go ahead.
That's a lot of
again,
sixes.
I'm actually getting really concerned with the sixes. Oh my
Oh, no.
god!
God.
I guess I have to roll.
Gunther.
I wasn't
I don't
gonna
know.
roll at first, but I guess I have to.
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
Okay,
fucking-
thank God.
there you
Jesus
go.
fucking Christ.
This guy. You don't think that that's exactly the case? You think that that might be the reason why it's made in such a way to try and trick people to go down another path, but odds are that other path is probably not safe to go down. It's just another trap inlaid in the whole idea of this place.
It was just like deceptive.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's a pretty high roll, so we can trust that.
Meta gaming.
I tried to not to do that.
I mean,
That's
if
kinda
we
like-
actually stuck to like playing in character 100% for this, no one would trust Gunther.
That's the fun.
Yeah.
That's the
Everyone
best
would be
part.
dead.
Guys, I don't think that's the case. Oh, Gunther, you don't know shit.
Well, we should go in.
Alright, so don't go too far yet. Gunther goes against the wall and he sticks on it and kind of start going a little further so you can investigate further ahead because you can see shit.
All right. So as you're sort of sticking to the wall and creeping along, you end up brushing against a whole heap of like cobwebs and dust and.
I forgot about those. I turned back
Oh god damn it, Gunther.
Are you serious?
and I slug
This place is icky.
a spellfire in there to burn the webs.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So that
You
burns
sure
away
about
all the webs on the walls and ceiling and all that, making the passageway a little clearer.
You have a cobweb in your ponytail, Gunther, Faye points out.
I shouldn't have told him, just let
He
him
removes
find out.
it.
There's a bee. There's a bee.
Gunther, you are a cobweb.
Oh no.
No.
Where's that deception roll? I'm kidding.
So,
You said anything about deception? I'm rolling intimidation.
Gunther,
But
you're a
yeah.
cobweb.
But yeah, after bringing like that down, I want to go against the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Against the wall.
Yep.
And kind of like just gonna move along and like also check the walls if they have like traps in them, just in case as I move. Like up to that point here. Whoops. Right. Up to that
I'll follow behind him.
area.
No, wait. No, he's on the wall with the spider boots, right?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I kind of like at this point here. The trap. I'm not on the trap doors yet, so I'm not. I'm going along the wall, but like kind of to check if there's traps on them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were swimming along
Oh.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought you were
I mean,
like
he is,
walking
but-
along the wall.
I'd
Okay.
like
Yeah.
to investigate.
All right. Let's get a little bit of investigation again.
Here it is.
Wonderful.
Oh no!
I'm fine
no.
with that.
Seems perfectly
mean,
safe. Now that you've cleared away the
we-
cobwebs, you can see the walls, and the walls, in fact, do seem quite safe. You don't
Alright.
see any other traps moving anywhere.
From where I'm standing, I don't see any other trapdoors. Well, yeah,
No.
I was investigating the walls, but yeah, no.
You don't see any other trapdoors, but you do hear from right beside you here. There's kind of like this low sort of groan from underneath the floor.
I think your bear is in there.
I'm going to go ahead and dismiss the bear.
Alrighty. You dismiss the bear, and the groaning sort of stops.
Just go ahead and put the little guy out of his misery.
Yeah.
He suffered enough already.
Called him a little guy. He's a fucking bear.
Yeah, big full-on brown bear. Like,
Well, from here, I would like to go on, like, on the wall and over the hole, but keep an eye out for, like, possible trapdoors on the floor.
Alright, so using your spider climbing slippers, you walk along the wall to avoid this trapdoor. You can see sort of the outline of it in the stonework, and you're like, ugh.
Do I have anything? Yeah, actually, I'm gonna put a, before I go, I'm gonna put a caltrop on the trap door. And another one on the other trap door, just, like, to mark them for them.
Alright, so you mark them with caltrops,
Yep.
saying, hey, don't
Avoid these
fucking walk here.
tiles.
Yep. And then you walk along the wall to the other side of the pit?
Yep, but still sticking to the wall.
Yeah.
I'm not going on the ground. I don't trust
Okay.
the ground.
Alright, continuing walking along the wall down the hall. You guys watch Gunther just continue walking.
Spider-Man his
Horizontally,
way
but
through the
walking.
wall, through the hole.
Yep.
Okay, so should I roll more investigation for the if I'm checking the floors still, or
You can see something at the very end of the hallway, like way down here.
okay, right? Here.
Yeah, you can see something kind of there. Like you can just kind of make it out. It's very dark in here and it's kind of far away, but that's worth noting. But yeah, you can roll investigation if you wish.
For more trap searching.
Some more traps. Yep.
Gunther's being thorough.
Yep.
Oh my god.
No traps. Ahead of here seems safe.
Alright, so feel free to come on over. Avoid the tiles with the caltrips. He says
Right.
to the party
Mm-hmm.
as he gets off the wall.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
the Prozor here, are these very close together, or can we just like go like diagonally?
You can move diagonally, yeah, to sort
Yeah.
of step over and avoid them.
Okay.
Okay.
Just be careful with bow.
The Sarah's color scheme is camouflaged. in the
Oh,
tiles.
yeah.
can barely
Yeah,
see
kind of hard
you.
to spot. Timbertail comes down behind all of you.
No one is spotting Lazira.
Oh no, what about the doggo?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna,
Yeah, carry him over.
yeah, just, yeah. Yeah, I'll just assume that we just like they just carried him over in her arms.
Okay.
He's just
Like,
having a really good
Scooby-Doo.
time, like, yay!
He's happy to be
Cradling
there.
him like a baby.
He's all like, everyone keeps holding me today. I like this.
This is a good day. It's a good day. You can see Timbertail is kind of looking at the sort of across the room. He's not stepping on like the trap door, but he's kind of looking across the room at the chest that's kind of sticking out of the wall, which is actually I should probably mark where that is. There we go, just in red there. There's the chest that's kind of sticking out of the wall, little bronze chest, as displayed in the image.
Oh, and sticking out of the wall, you said? It can be.
Yeah,
I
it is
ask
sticking out of the
if
wall.
I ask if something's wrong.
Oh, because okay, so okay, because when you mentioned it, I didn't know where it was exactly. That was further down the hall.
Yeah, sorry, I should have drawn that out for you, so it made a bit of sense. But yeah, that's where it is. He's kind of from a distance. He's inspecting it. He doesn't want to get too close to anything. This place kind of gives him the willies.
Oh, good. I was hoping he wouldn't.
He's all
Yeah.
like grabbing hands. I'm like, no.
It's Aladdin all over again.
Grabby hands.
Something the matter, Timbertail?
Timbertail kind of glances over at you, and he says, "Everything is fine. Timbertail is just observing."
I'm actually
He-
surprised Gunther didn't try to like see what was in there.
I mean, there's traps in this corridor. For all he knows, that could be one.
Yeah. So, is the rest of the corridor okay too?
It should be. I didn't see anything.
Should we roll like investigation or something?
Maybe.
If
you
I-
can
if-
if you wish, but
If I cast
Sorry,
produce, if I cast produce flame, would it be easier to see in here?
a little bit, yeah.
Oh yeah. Could have.
Oh, I
Okay,
also have
um,
light as well.
Also have torches.
These are a few of my
Torches.
favorite
Those are for
things.
peasants. We all have dark vision here.
Yeah, but we don't see perfectly in the dark.
I'm joking.
Oh, I know.
Dark vision works in such a way that you can see pretty clearly, but it's all like colorless, like it's black and white, and it's kind of gray tones.
I feel like we would benefit from seeing colors here.
Diana can.
Don't you dare.
I'm not gonna cast color spray. Calm down.
I got
The
very
only good we can
nervous.
all see blinds everybody.
Diana can see color, but only to like certain range.
Yeah, it's only like 20 feet or something like that, yeah.
Yeah, 20, 30 feet, something like
Do you
that.
have superior dark vision or something?
Something like that, yeah.
Lazara is gonna cast produce flame in her hand.
Gunther's taking a
Okay.
torch and puts his torch in the flame to light it up. 'Cause he can.
Teamwork.
Now we can see a little bit more.
Alright. Now that you can all see, you can roll perception checks if you wish. For those who are interested.
We're all interested in
Oh
surviving.
my god!
Hang on.
An upside down.
Okay.
I'm so done with this.
I mean, all right. Lazira, as you've lit up the room now, you can a little bit more clearly see as everyone else is focused on like trying to let their eyes adjust and Gunther's trying to light his torch. You can see that there is, in fact, one right here in front of you.
Oh.
You can just sort of see the outlines of the pit.
Yeah, I'm going to point it out immediately.
Oh, well.
Okay.
Was a little-
Okay.
Yeah, now that she points it out, you can all see it pretty clearly. Like it's this obvious, like big square.
In my defense, it was pretty dark in here. He puts a caltrop down on it.
Okay.
Your little marker of safety.
But if we have to come back later to this place,
That'll be good to know. Yeah. All right. So you've marked this one as well.
in my inventory, damn it. And no, they're dead.
Man, liches are insane.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, this is the one that like straight up just like hates everything, so it kind of makes sense. Like he's just gonna f with us.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Is there a video camera in here? Are we going on YouTube?
Are we being
It's all a
fun?
prank. Ashton
Where
Kutcher
is
pops out
Ashton
of one of the
Kutcher?
secret hidden doors. Just like, wham!
You've been pounced.
Just a lich in a trucker hat. Fucking hell.
I hate this.
I love D&D.
Jesus.
Well,
I mean, it's possible.
Oh
God
my
damn
God.
okay.
Also worth noting, now that you're all here, you can all see with that aided light something down the very end of the hole. Some large greenish shape.
You still can't tell what it is.
Can't quite. Looks like a big old face from where you are, but
awesome.
yeah, kind of hard to quite tell.
Okay. I want to try to check for traps ahead of us again.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I'll help with that too.
You'll probably have to get a little further down the line to be able to see anything as clearly as that one.
Move up to here.
Yeah, you can move up to like a
Yeah.
And
little.
I'm going to
yeah.
try and toss my torch like about here to like light up the floor.
Where exactly?
Around here.
Alright.
If I can toss my torch over there, that just to seal more in that specific
All right.
area.
So you toss your torch there, and as it lands, you see part of the floor open up, and the torch drops.
All right.
So it just sort of flips down the side there into that other pit, and just drops into darkness.
Well,
And
it
the
worked.
floor like drops away. The floor drops away, consumes the torch, and then lifts back up and sits back in place.
All right. Well, that helped. I pick up another torch from my bag and light it up with my own stuff this time.
Lazara, you also see a little further down, just over here. There's another one. You can't see any others.
Okay.
I'll go put my little caltrop here.
Gunther walks over and carefully places his little light markers
I'll
in
just
different
creep
spots.
over to here.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Should be safe to go a little forward to there, right? At this point, like to here.
Yep.
Right, so I'll go there and I'll put another caltrop on it.
And you all drop into it. No, I'm just kidding.
No!
So
The whole corridor sinks.
so you carefully put the caltrop down. You guys can now pretty clearly see what's ahead of you at the end of this this passageway. You see this large green, what appears to be like a devil's face,
I don't want to put my hand in
on the
there.
wall in the stonework, and its huge mouth. At the bottom of it, you can see a pair of legs kind of hanging out of the mouth. Inside the mouth, it is pitch black. There seems to be no light able to get in there.
Mm.
There's a pair of legs hanging out that
Jesus.
appear to be sort of elvish in stature. Sort of could be drow.
Maybe someone's napping.
Okay, I don't know. I don't want to know where you nap.
I was joking.
Timbertail says, Timbertail curls up for his naps to keep himself warm.
Oh my God.
That must feel nice.
That was adorable.
It is good.
Okay, so
Does it smell like dead people here?
there's
It
no more.
smells like dust.
Jesus.
So there's no more traps in here.
It doesn't
Ooh.
seem to be, no.
All right. Well, you said doesn't seem, so I'm gonna investigate some more. Proceed carefully. Like, I press down on the tile here in front of me, like just with my
Alright, so
just with my hand.
carefully lean down and push on the tile and seems safe.
All right.
Nothing's giving.
I'm gonna do the same thing here and the one
Yep.
that's adjacent to it.
Alright, so you very carefully, tediously go through pressing down on all the tiles that haven't been marked, and you don't find any other traps.
Should be safe now.
I'm gonna approach the face.
You're gonna what?
Zyra approaches the face. So yeah, hanging out of the gaping mouth of this thing is a pair of legs that just kind of like looks to be someone that's crouched down on their knees and like leant inside of this really dark hole. You cannot see even this close further into the mouth past the opening of it.
Poke him.
Don't tickle his feet.
Tickle his feet.
I said don't.
Why would I
Is
tickle
that the
his-
thing? Why is that the thing you thought of though? That's what I'm.
I was thinking about that one Sonic fan game video.
Oh god.
About that one Sonic
Oh, are you
compilation
talking
fan
about,
games. Yeah, I don't like tickle Sonic.
What?
No, there's
Okay,
a-
I'm
there's
just
a
gonna.
bug. Anyway, ignore what I said.
I'm just gonna try to shake this elf awake.
All right. So you sort of grab at the leg and give it a good shake, and the legs fall out of this hole, and just from the waist up, there's just nothing.
Oh,
God.
wonderful.
It's
I'll
just been
just-
completely obliterated. Like there's just it goes up to the top of the legs, and then it cuts off entirely.
I would like
Lazar's
to.
just gonna back away from this thing.
Lazar found dinner. Yay.
I would like to say,
Alright,
don't stick
Lazara-
your head in there.
Yeah. So Lazira, as you back up, you notice that what you've backed up against is a like an archway filled with mist. Like the actual archway itself is full of mist at the end of this red path. Filled with a veil of thick vapors. The stones on either side of the base and the keystone protrude slightly from the stones around them. So, like at the bottom of the archway on either side, as the archway meets the ground, one of the main stones comes out of the sides of it slightly, and the one at the very top, the top of the archway, sticks out slightly as well. As you move within touching distance of it, the left-hand base stone begins to glow yellow, the right-hand base stone orange, and the keystone about 7 feet above blue.
Lazara just kind of looks up at this and just turns to the rest of the party and shrugs.
Yeah.
Lazira seems to have discovered some glowy rocks.
Seems like we have something to solve here, probably.
Is there anything we
could I roll
can roll to
roll
figure
Arcana on
out?
this?
What?
You sure can. Cool. You know that there's something to do with these stones will clear this mist. Like there's some sort of sequence to them that, if done correctly, will clear the mist away and allow you to step safely through the door. You can step through the mist, it is just mist, but you get the sense that there's some sort of magical effect on the mist that may not make it super safe to step through.
Can you describe that whole setup again?
So you
The-
have the archway has 3 main stones sticking out. One at the bottom of the archway on the left, one at the bottom of the archway on the right, sort of where they meet the ground.
Mm-hmm.
and then there's one sort of main stone sticking out, the keystone at the very top that's sticking out. The one on the bottom left is glowing yellow. The one at the right at the bottom is glowing orange, and the keystone at the top of the archway, about 7 feet up, is glowing blue. Timbertail says, Timbertail likes the colors of this place.
Oh my god.
It is pretty nice.
It is surprisingly colorful for like Lich's lair.
Yeah.
There's 3 lights, you said, and there's 2 doors on one side and there's one on the other. That makes 3 doors. Is that related? Maybe.
What the
Winter
hell
doesn't-
are you talking about?
I'm talking to
That's
myself.
that's how you know you're yeah.
I was talking to myself. I was like, well, there's 3 lights and there's 2 doors over there. And there's a door on the other side. That's 3 doors. And I was
Sure.
wondering if that's related.
It could be.
Yep.
It might also not be.
That's what I kind of expect, so only one way to find out.
Oh my god. In this area, are there still like paintings like on mural, like
Yeah. There's still all the same sort of paintings of like bats and birds and boxes, windows,
Okay.
chairs.
like observe, see if there's any kind of hints in there.
Roll an investigation check for me. Sort of looking for the colors or anything that might by chance match the archway. Going down the wall from the entrance toward this way, there are several different creatures that are there. Most of them further away are colored sort of a yellowish color. The ones slightly closer are blue, and the ones closest to the door are orange.
I point that out to party.
So the question is, where's the start and where's the end?
Mm. Really depends on how you look at it. Honestly, go either way.
Do they read from right to left or from left to right?
That's a good question. Do we even know what language that Acerax spoke in life?
Being a lich and being as knowledgeable as he apparently was, you get the sense that Acerac probably spoke a great deal of languages. Common was probably amongst them. As per the markings on like the runes that are on the doorway, they aren't seemingly in any discernible language, more like magical runic markings.
Can I
Well,
check
Gunther's been
those
studying
runes?
You sure can.
Aha!
Cool.
Why?
Right.
The-
Why are we keep rolling the same numbers lately?
It's 'cause the
Like the
die-
first
what's
time.
going
The
on?
only reason I
The
said
first
why
time
is
that
because
that's like properly useful,
the only like
and it's just like
I only
play
said
anymore.
why because when the die landed, it landed on like something like 14, but then the other die knocked it. I'm like, God fucking damn it!
It's just like real D&D.
Yay! Physics!
When your other die fuck up your other die.
Yeah. That's when you have a box with you and you call it the dice jail. And when one die fucks up like that, you stick it in the dice jail. So
And
it
you
learns
don't
its
take
lesson
it
for next
anymore
time.
and you just buy new... you leave it in there and you buy new dice.